This is Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Shane McGuigan here in Coventry. Big card this weekend. Obviously, Adam Azim is high up. Adam Azim high up on the card in his fifth fight as well. There's so much talk around him. How's he handling the pressure? I've just spoken to him. He seems to be cool, calm and collected. Obviously, first round knockout last time. And yeah, loads of people are talking about him.
Yeah, listen, he's in there against another guy that's only had one loss. So yeah, this is all part of the journey, but it's happening very fast for him, as you sort of alluded to. Fifth fight in for a title as well. Going to do it over 8 rounds for title. We just pushed it to 10. Sky obviously have a certain slot for him, and they want to know that it can go a certain distance. Well, look, he's ready for it. Do you know what I mean? He's been sparring. He did 10 rounds with a guy who was 18-1 in Florida. He's a double Olympian. So just I mean, I know it's one thing doing it in the gym and then transferring it, but this kid's a special talent. Do you know what I mean? And this is just the start of his big journey. Yeah,
I remember you mentioning, I'm not sure, I don't want to misquote, you said he's the best fighter you've worked with or something along those lines?
Yeah, most talented fighter I've worked with. There's a difference between talent and there's loads of talented kids out there. Josh Kelly, for instance, is a very, very, very talented kid, but hasn't achieved much yet. So there's a lot of question marks that have to be answered when it comes to Adam, but I believe he's a special fighter. And I've worked with some seriously talented guys, undisputed champion Josh Taylor and stuff. But where he's at in his career, 19 years of age, he's way ahead of all of those guys. And by the time he gets to 22, 23, I think he'll be a world champion. So, but there's so many variables that come into it. You know what I mean? When they do become world champion at a young age, are they able to continue to be dedicated? Do they fly off the handle? You know what I mean? There's loads of things that remain to be unseen with him. But if he keeps his head on, and if he stays dedicated and disciplined, which I think he will, then he's gonna have a fantastic career. For sure.
One fight I just spoke to him about was Dylan Cheema. Obviously, there's the India-Pakistan rivalry, and there's a different audience for that as well, which would be exciting. And he seems up for it.
Definitely. I mean, I don't think it'll be a fight that Adam will try and swerve. Do you know what I mean? He's up for fighting anybody. He wants to fight them all. I remember when I come back from the Luke Campbell against Ryan Garcia, because he was helping us out for that, and then I arranged some sparring for down the gym, and he come back and he says, "Oh, I'm going to get that Ryan Garcia at one stage." So that's where his head's at. He wants to fucking box everybody. Do you know what I mean? So he's got big ambitions. So, but yeah, that'll be great. We just need a solid security team around it, because obviously there's going to be some avid fans there.
Obviously, we've got some good fights on the card as well, and you've got a busy gym at the moment. Anthony Fowler, what's the latest with him?
Anthony Fowler, nothing really at the moment. His missus is about to have a baby, so she's about 2.5-3 weeks away from having a child. So he's the only one that hasn't really got fight dates. Ellie Scotney's in the gym. She's got we're working towards a fight. Chris Billiam-Smith should have fight news very soon. Hassan also, and Caroline, they're both on this they're both on the same card together. So Hassan and Caroline are looking at a date end of July, I think. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. Busy gym all the time. Got another addition in the gym as well. So yeah, it's all good.
Who's the new addition?
I don't know. You might find out soon.
Is it KSI by any chance?
No.
Daniel Dubois, congratulations on the new, obviously not official world champion, but he's WBA regular, fighting Trevor, Bryant, knocking him out. Yeah, and the new.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, look, people can discredit it. It is a WBA regular title, and that's the only downside of that fight. I thought Dan boxed great. I think it was a fantastic finish. Great left hook. Trevor Bryant was an unknown, so it's hard to say how good he was. It's quite fiddly. He didn't throw many punches at all, but heavyweight boxing is a different sport. Do you know what I mean? When you're a lightweight, you have to be active. You know what I mean? You can make mistakes, and you might not get completely knocked out with one mistake. So, his whole plan was, he probably thought that Dan was going to tire. He was going to try and press him on late. didn't get there at all. You know, he didn't even get going. But that's not to say he's a bad fighter, because I've heard around a lot of the gyms when we were out there training, and they said he's good. He's a good all-rounder, good fundamentals, good jab, got a bit of pop in his shots, and he's extremely tough was the word that we got told. So yeah, we weren't expecting him to go out, but I also know that that once Daniel hits someone with half a shot on the chin, when he's that way, punching that hard, he's going to put them out. So yeah, I mean, of course there's the exceptions like Joe Joyce that just bounce off him, but he never really hit him clean. It was sort of riding the shots well. So Trevor Bryant dipped into it, and what a shot. So, but he is a WBA regular world champion, you know, and maybe in the next 10 months, if he boxes, which I think he will, credible opponents, then it could be seen as a bigger belt. It could be seen as a like a more prestigious position. Then of course, with the whole Trevor Bryant situation, the Manuel Charr situation before that, it was I remember is it Oquendo as well, Fez Oquendo back in like 2016. It's always a bit of a weird situation there, but listen, if there's anyone that's going to bring some light to that belt, then it will be Dan. And it's a great stepping stone for us to really beat the top guys and box the top guys, because the ones that are coming off the loss, like Dylan Whites or even the Hrgovićes, people like that, they're going to want some form of credible belt to get them really ranked in the governing bodies, and that is it. So I think this next sort of 12 months will be an exciting one for Dan.
Just quickly on the whole Don King promotions, it's quite funny. Like, he's still in the game. How was that experience?
Different. Yeah, it's a different experience. So it wasn't the norm. I felt like I was transported back in time, but at the same time, he's done amazing for boxing. You know, he's brought some of the biggest events all over the world. So I can't be too disrespectful.
Fair enough. And then quickly, I saw yesterday, I didn't expect it on the Boxing Voice, Okolie said he might not be with Dazn in 258 in his next fight. Do you have kind of any news? He alluded to the fact that it was on camera, so he is with Eddie, but maybe he won't be.
I'm not sure, to be honest. You know, like Lawrence is out training in America at the moment. He's just ticking over. We are still working together, but Lawrence is his own man, so we'll see where he goes. You know, he can answer all those questions. I'll just see when he gets a fight date. We'll be in touch.
Just one more on that. How likely would you say that he's not with Eddie for the next fight?
I just answered that. Yeah, I mean, listen, it all boils down to money. It all boils down to money and opportunity. And Lawrence has not been paid badly, but you know he also wants to break into that superstardom stuff. But you know, we'll see. We'll see who puts up the best offer for him, and he's got his own people working on that. So, I think it's frustrating in another sense, because we want to get unification, we want to get these fights going. So, for me as a personal person working with him, I want him to be, striking now. So, look, we'll see.
Your relationship, you're going to continue to train him?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. We're still working together. We're still very, very close. We speak a lot. So, but yeah, I don't deal with the business side of it. So it's hard for me to speak.
Just quickly on AJ to Dazn, are you surprised?
No. It all boils down to money for Anthony Joshua. He has the exposure. And the platform for years. He's had that platform of Sky Sports, which has built his profile. It's 12 million followers. He's been built off Sky Sports, but he's a built package now. He can go anywhere. He could go to any platform, whatever TV platform. As long as they got a pay-per-view, he could sell it, because he is the draw. So disappointing for Sky. I'm sure they're pretty disappointed, but also a huge upside for DAZN. So it's massive for them. But what I did notice is that there was no TV on this poster, because I think Saudi have bought the rights to the TV, which is baffling. You know what I mean? Imagine if they bought the rights to the TV and he's not even on DAZN. That would be silly, wouldn't it?
Well, how do you actually see that fight? Last question for you.
It's hard for me to give a prediction on it. You know, you don't know how Usyk's mindset is. You know, if his mindset's right, I think he wins the fight again. I felt he was quite comfortable in that first fight. AJ, although he didn't perform to his best, anywhere near his best, Usyk had an answer for everything he was trying to that point. Now, if he comes in a little bit more aggressive and stuff, might get more success, but might also get knocked out, AJ. So, you know, and Usyk's got the power to hurt him for sure. So I'm going to go with Usyk. I'm not going to say if he's going to points or stoppage. I don't know. I think that goes down to AJ. But Anthony Joshua has the ability to beat him. I just think coming off a loss, feeling like he was really out of sorts. He had no answers for any of the things that Usyk was giving him. Then going straight back into it. Maybe if he'd have had like an interim fight and stuff like that, but then again, it's heavyweight boxing. You got to exercise your rematch scores and get it going, or else it's gone. So, yeah, we'll say. I think Usyk's going to win.
Do you think Robert Garcia could have a big impact on AJ?
Yeah, so that's the best thing he could do, because I don't think it's necessarily technique for AJ. I think it's more mindset. He's not. His head comes up high sometimes. He exchanges with his chin up in the air. But you're not going to change that. He's 32 years of age. He's been conditioned to fight a certain way. His biomechanics or his fundamentals are set in stone. He can mould a little bit, he can change a little bit, but he needs to be aggressive, but he needs to have belief in himself. And the most important thing is that once he gains a little bit of belief back in himself, he can be a force again. But if he's questioning himself, then he won't be the best version of himself. So I think bringing on someone like Robert Garcia, that's been in big fights, has an aggressive mindset. The way he coaches his fighters, they're always quite front foot pressure fighters. So I think that's a good thing for him. Also, he could be walking onto shots as well. So they haven't got a lot of time to work together. And Angel Fernandez, very different style to what Robert Garcia is. So I don't know. I think they should have merged. Either he got a pad man in that was going to hold the pads, because Robert Garcia is small. Could have got a bigger pad man, but someone that has a similar aggressive style.
Well, I promised 3 minutes and we've gone over 10 here. So thanks for your time.
That's me, unfortunately. I talk crap.
Thanks for your time. Congratulations on Dubois' victory and good luck this weekend with Adam.